So you want to get paid faster. Well, let's go to the whiteboard and I'll show you how. Hey, it's great to have you here. Welcome to this video about getting paid faster. This whiteboard has some really good information for you to help you in your business. And if you are a small business owner, a freelancer, entrepreneur, you know the importance of cash flow and getting paid faster. And here are some tools here that will help you in the process of getting paid faster. Now, most businesses start with about a 30-day payment window. You submit your invoice, you get paid in about 30 days. That is completely normal, especially in the business world. Now, a few things you need to consider when working in the business world is that they do have a few tricks that you might want to be aware of. So you really should have your paperwork in line. And one of the best things you can do to start off is to ask them, what is their process? How much time do they normally take to get paid? And ask the question, is there any paperwork you need from me before you pay me? And chances are there's some IRS forms, maybe there's some internal vendor forms. There are a lot of forms they may need. So they will send them to you. They should know and they will send you the packet. Because what can happen is they will wait. And you'll submit your invoice and maybe you'll call 2-3 weeks, maybe it'll be 30 days because you're normally getting paid 30 days from everyone else, and you'll call on 30 days and say, oh, we don't have your forms. And you'll say, oh, nobody asked me for my forms. And you just have to put that on you. Say, look, you need to have your forms and you need to ask those questions. And so what you need to do is say, I need the forms, all the forms needed, so I get paid in a timely manner. And they will give them to you. Because if you don't, you'll call on those 30 days and they'll say, oh, here are all the forms, fill them all out. That may take you a day or two or a few hours, whatever it may be. You will then submit them and now they will count the 30 days before you're paid. Now, some companies will pay you immediately after, but a lot of them wait. You say, oh, now the clock is starting to tick. We have all of our paperwork ready to go, so it'll be 30 days. Or it's 60 days or 90 days. I've known companies who've waited 180 days to pay people, and they let people know, you're not getting paid for 180 days. It's the way they do business. Usually it's very large companies, but it can happen anywhere. So you need to ask the question what it is. So what you can do to get paid a little bit quicker, say, look, if you pay me within 30 days, net 30 days, you will receive a 1% or a 2% discount. Or maybe net 15. If you pay me within 15 days, you get a 2% discount. So maybe net 30, 1%, net 15, 2%. I wouldn't go more than 3%. That's pretty high. But here's the thing. Especially large companies do have to take that. They're mandated to do so, especially by shareholders and their bosses, to take those discounts, because over time, with all of the business that they do and all of their vendors, that 1-2% adds up to a lot of money, and so they need to take that. And so if you have the rule, you can get your 2% discount if you play by my rule. And this rule can be 10, 15, 17, 25. It can be any number you wish it to be. There is no set amount. These are standards, 10, 15, and 30, 30 being the most common. Okay, something else you can do is add an admin fee, an administrative fee. If you have a problem client, or if you know a lot of times you have issues with certain types of clients, you can say, look, I have an admin fee, and you can figure out, oh, on average it takes me 2 hours of my extra time to get paid. Or maybe 1 hour, whatever your hourly rate is. So you could use a $25, $50, $75, $150, $500 admin fee that you place on your invoice. And what you will say is, look, if you pay me within 30 days, waive that admin fee. And so if they see a $75 fee there and you say, look, if I'm paid in a timely manner, you waive that fee, so you only owe me this balance, they are more apt to pay you in that timely manner, because now they're paying more for not paying you in a reasonable amount of time. So an admin fee is a really powerful way. Now, some companies will still pay the admin fee, and that is fine, but you have to clearly define what that admin fee is for. And if they pay within that time frame, and it could even be 15 days. It doesn't matter, but most situations you give them 30 because that is standard, especially for something like this, like an admin fee. Next, you can consider an order discount. This is great for creatives and people who depend on the client to return something back to them before they get paid. So for example, a photographer presents photographs, and we have a lot of photographers who watch this channel. They present their photographs and they wait for the client to return with an order. Now, sometimes, maybe in the case of a wedding photographer, it could take months for maybe reprints or whatever it may be. You can offer an order discount, meaning if they return the order in a reasonable period of time, maybe it's 7 days, 10 days, 2 weeks, or 30 days, whatever it is, it depends on your industry, but less than the industry average, you can give them a discount. Again, that discount could be 5, 10, 15%. It all depends on your business and of course your profit margins and so forth. So you have to work that out. You know what is right for you. You can also have admin fees. So if they wait longer than a certain period of time, there's an admin fee that will be added to the invoice because they have to maybe unarchive things. I mean, there are a lot of different things. You can go pull out the paperwork again. There are a lot of reasons why sitting on something for 30 days actually costs you time and money, because you have to reacquaint yourself with the whole project again when someone takes 2 months or 6 months to make a decision. So adding an admin fee is a reasonable thing. But the order discount is also a great way to go. So you can give them that discount if they give you the order back in 7 days, which of course means you can get your process rolling and of course get paid faster. The next thing to consider is if you have a big project, and I just recently bid on a very large project, and it's not that uncommon for me to have projects in front of me that really involve a lot of cash layout or needing a lot of credit. The point being is there are some very large projects out there that may be a little bit above your head. Maybe you really don't have the ability to produce the project that they want. What you can do is ask for a down payment and maybe 20% to cover the base expenses to get things going. It depends on your relationship with the client. It depends on how the whole thing is structured and what it is. Obviously, different industries have different rules, but a down payment is one way to go so you don't find yourself in a bad situation and unable to complete the project because you have run out of cash. Lastly, credit cards. Credit cards are another way to get paid faster. If you send an invoice, and there are systems like QuickBooks which allow people to pay via credit card via the invoice. So a lot of my clients, and I use QuickBooks, but I've used other systems too, and they have a similar type of a system. If you send the invoice, they can immediately pay that invoice using a credit card. So encourage your clients to pay you quickly with a credit card, and you'll be surprised how many will actually do that. Large and small clients will pay you immediately if they know they can do so via credit card. So yes, you may lose a point or two because it does cost money to use a credit card, but getting that cash flow in most certainly can make a big difference. And as we know, as I mentioned in the very beginning, cash flow is so important. That is why getting paid faster is so important, because you want that cash flow so you can keep your business going. And not knowing when you're going to get paid is the hardest way to run a business. Hey, if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Hey, if you actually have an idea on how you get paid faster, if you have a suggestion for other people watching this video, put that in the comments below, because we are a community here and we're always helping each other, because growing a business is not easy, but man, it's an amazing way to live your life as a freelancer, entrepreneur, small business person. Wouldn't have it any other way, but we gotta support each other here on this channel. We'll talk to you next time.